In early 1965, India's borders looked quiet, but beneath that surface calm, the country was still processing the lingering wounds of a border conflict with China 3 years earlier. The military was stretched, and the national psyche remained vulnerable. In intelligence work, there is a constant struggle to separate meaningful signals from random noise. When minor skirmishes broke out in the Rann of Kutch, a salt marsh on the western border, defense officials filed them away as standard friction, just noise. But then strange records reached Delhi. Villagers in Kashmir were spotting unfamiliar faces. Border patrols noted unexplained movements along high mountain paths in the dead of night. Because the military was focused elsewhere, these precise warning signs were dismissed as more noise. That miscalculation created a massive intelligence blind spot, leaving the frontier exposed. Those strange nighttime movements were actually the vanguard of a highly coordinated military action, Operation Gibraltar. Thousands of trained operatives were slipping across the ceasefire line. To avoid detection, they stripped off their military uniforms and traveled in local civilian clothing, moving swiftly through the dense forested passes. Their objective was to bypass conventional defenses, incite internal rebellion, sabotage infrastructure, and destabilize Kashmir from the inside. In the capital, the realization set in that their conventional divisions were blind to an enemy that looked exactly like the civilian population they were meant to protect. If these operatives succeeded in severing Kashmir from the rest of the country, the resulting political and military shockwaves threatened a cascading collapse across multiple fronts. Conventional firepower was ill-suited for this struggle. To stop an invisible enemy, India had to counter with a clandestine form of warfare. Delhi authorized an emergency, classified border intelligence operation. The mission was to actively hunt down the infiltrators' network. Operatives left their uniforms behind. They embedded themselves in rural villages to listen to local reports, and they conducted silent night patrols, tracking shadows through the mountains without firing a single shot. This map shows how scattered local rumors were synthesized. By mapping every confirmed sighting, intelligence officers traced a distinct line, revealing a structured enemy supply chain. That line pointed directly to the Haji Pir Pass. Severing this narrow choke point would cut off the enemy's reinforcements. By converting raw field intelligence into precise geographic coordinates, the Shadow Network gave the Indian Army the target it needed to strike back. Reaching Haji Pir required a brutal upward ascent. Soldiers had to inch their way over jagged, wet rocks, completely enveloped in freezing mountain fog. Any noise would echo against the peaks and alert entrenched enemy lookouts. The climb had to be executed in absolute silence. The stealth approach worked. Indian forces captured Haji Pir.